Every thinking Nigerian today will vote for APC because they have lied for us. Every thinking Nigerian today will vote for APC because they have brought unknown bishop to us. Every thinking Nigerians today will vote for APC because they have made $1 to be 160 something dollars. No, to be 660 something dollars. Every thinking Nigerian like Fashola will vote for Tinubu, vote for APC because they have lied to us. So this is the message Fashola is sending out there. But the truth is that Nigerians, we have in our doorstep the power to change all this. We have the power come 2023 to make sure that Fashola died in his shame. This is the same man that when Lekki Tollgate happened, he came out and said that nothing happened. When they asked them who turned off the cameras, none of them agree. Fashola was the one that after everybody came and they did the investigation, nobody found the camera. Fashola was the only man that came and saw a camera in a broad daylight. So this is the reason why we don't need these people. These are the structure they are talking about. A structure like Fashola, a structure like Samolu, a structure like Tinubu, a structure like Shetima, a structure like the terrorists. So these are the word that Fashola is sending out there. And Fashola is a condemnable. I know I'm not God to condemn anybody, but I condemn Fashola. I condemn him, and his family will inherit whatever he has done to Nigerians. His family from today on will be witnessing it in their wherever they are, wherever any part of the world they are. They're gonna start inheriting what their father did. So what Fashola did is condemnable. He will live, he will not die. He will live and get the results. That's all I have to say for that. So Nigeria do not pay mind to any of all these statements. It is false. It is not true. They want to send us back to square one. That is the message that they have brought Fashola to come and send to Nigerians. That's all I have to say.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Let Go, for that amazing contribution. Guys, to be like say I go begin the cry for una, make una help me like this broadcast too. It's not even funny, guys. Please help me to like and share this broadcast. Like is actually free. And the reason why I always urge you guys to like is because, so YouTube can share our messages, share our videos with other people so that people can see the good work we do here, so the message can spread like wildfire. So, guys, help me to like if you're yet to do so. Like, and share. Thank you very much. God bless you as you do so. And do not forget that on the comment section, guys, we have the $ right there. Click on it to support us with anything that you can support us with to keep the work going. And for those of you who says, "Oh, Kachi, this one $1 and I don't know how to take the one." So the account details is just right there displayed on the screen. All you have to do is copy the account details and support us with anything that you can support us with. Thank you very much as you do so, and God bless you. I'm going to go straight to Engineer Ken. Engineer Ken, good evening to you. How are you doing today? Engineer Ken.
Yes, Chacha, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Engineer Ken. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Good afternoon, my co-panelists, and good afternoon, Nigerians. How is
Thank you.
everything?
Very well, thank you, Engineer Ken.
Good,
Engineer Ken, what do you have to
good.
say about the people who says that the coming election is between the APC and the PDP? That every other person, any other party rather, they are jokers.
Because they know that they themselves have failed. That is those. That is a talk from a failed people and a failed government. They are scared. They are worried, and they know that they have lost their comfort zone. So they never believe that every other party will come strong, like a Labour Party. So those are the reason why that they are just let me use a street word from Benin called Misiani. They are Misiani and they are Scatayani. They are yanning opata. Whatever they are saying is garbage because they know that there's no room for them at all, either the APC or the PDP. This is the people's movement. This movement has been ordained by God the Father. It has been ordained by God the Son and the God the Holy Spirit. This movement is bigger than them. So that is why you see them saying what they are saying. That's why you see what Fashola is saying. He's just saying it because he's afraid. Because if a Labour Party, by the special grace of Almighty God, should come in as the president, and Labour Party produce a president like Peter Obi, some of these horrible men will go to jail.
But Peter Obi has already said he's not arresting anybody. So why do you think some of them will
No,
go to jail?
Peter Obi, Peter Obi is not the one to arrest. He is the institution of the government. The court is there. The police is there. The DSS is there. The EFCC is there. Those ones will act according to the way they're supposed to act. They will have a free arm of government to work the way they're supposed to be working. They will not be in any political command by any senators or politicians or governors or presidency to tell them what to do. The reason why we have total failures of government because the corrupt government controls every arms of government. That controls everything. So that is why you see nothing is working. So the only thing that is working, they are using it for the poor people, for people that have no say, people that have no godfathers. Okay, let me use my great state as a case study today. I remember on this very platform, Ninja World, God bless the CEO of this platform for the greatest wisdom that God has given to him, to put us together so that we can speak for the speechless and we can be the voice to the voiceless of our people back home. In my state, I remember my governor one day speaks out that he doesn't control the police, neither the military or the DSS, that they are all federal. But today, he's using the police to harass the sex workers. He's chasing them door to door, pillar to pillar. This is the same man that says he doesn't control the police. So he's using them to chase out the sex workers. So you might be surprised, maybe one of them had an effect, from these sex workers that now decide to cry, oh boy, these girls that are in so and so locality, they gave me some STDs, so you have to help me to chase them out. That is what he's doing. Yeah. So these are APC and PDP governments that have failed woefully. Woefully. That is why you see someone like Fashola, speaking whatever that he's saying, that he has no conscience. That he has no conscience of saying that every responsible or good Nigerians or well-meaning Nigerians, that they will vote for PDP.
No, not for
That
PDP, for
vote for
APC.
APC. Excuse my language. Vote for APC. The APC have done so well for their own pockets, for their own stomach infrastructure, for their own wallets. That is what APC have worked for. That the APC fought COVID. APC fought. There's war going on in the world that doesn't concern Nigeria, but Nigerians are paying the price. Men like that are supposed to be flogged. Every morning you lie them flat and you flog them with barbed wires. Not even a cane. You flog them with barbed wires. That is what they're supposed to do to them. Why would you say a thing like that? Africa as a continent have never been an epic section for coronavirus. Coronavirus, aka COVID-19, did not exist in Africa. It did not exist in Africa. We have a good sunlight. Our chloroquines are working perfectly for us. America, Europe, Italy, Asia, that had this thing. Even China that had this thing, that this coronavirus tear them apart. Go back there and look at them today. See the way they are recuperating. See what is going on there. They all bounce back. Things are moving forward. But Nigeria, that is not an epic of this coronavirus. Everything is moving a million backward. Then he's talking about war in Ukraine by Russia. What's the business between war in Ukraine and Nigeria? There's no. Hello?
Engineer Ken, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Engineer Ken.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
All
you,
right.
Engineer.
So there is no business in Ukraine and Russian war with Nigeria. There's no business. Even the neighboring country, Germany and France, other country that is around Russia, that Russia supply them energy and gas. Those people are still surviving. They are still making out. Their citizens are not driving crazy. Their citizens are not hungry. Their citizens are not homeless. So why would that be our own discussion of the day? Why would that affect us? What is our business with Ukraine and Russian war or with COVID-19? No, Fasola is not ashamed. If I have my way, Nigerians, I want Fasola, I will cut off his tongue for saying that word. Because his families are not suffering. His families are either relaxing in America or relaxing in London or chilling out in Dubai. None of them are in Nigeria. None. And if they're also in Nigeria, a million policemen or mobile police or soldiers are protecting them day and night. So this thing is terrible. It's so terrible. And I pray that this time around we should get it right. Nigeria should get it right.
Yeah.
We should not be scared with all these things and all these words that these politicians are using to campaign or to create fear in our heart. We should not be afraid. Get your PVC. Your PVC is your power. Your PVC is your power. Get your PVC, go and vote, and stay right there to secure your vote. Make sure that your vote is counted, and make sure that the result is out in your polling unit before you will move on. And as you are doing that, pick up your phone, record it. Make sure you have a full battery, well charged, and try and get the power bank to back up your power, just in case if you have a rundown battery. Get everything together as you are getting it, transfer it, send it to any media session, send it to Nigeria Watch, post it in the air, Let people dive it. Let people have it. Because this is your chance. This is your chance. God is not coming from heaven to fight for us. He only sent us a helper. And that helper is Peter Obi.
Okay.
The only thing left for us to do is to unite and cast out our franchise and vote these guys out.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Engineer Ken,
Thank you.
for that powerful contribution. Thank you so much for that. Guys, I'll keep begging you guys to keep liking. If you're yet to do so, please continue to like, continue to share. If you're yet to subscribe, please do so, and also hit the notification bell so you can always be notified whenever we are live. So guys, please continue to like and share the broadcast. Thank you very much. Mr. Collins, how are you doing today? Mr. Collins, good evening to you.
Um, Good morning.
How are you doing, Mr. Collins?
Fine. Thank you for having me. And
Thank you too.
thanks.
I'm going to ask
Uh,
you a question before you continue with your contribution. Earlier, when I was, analyzing what we're going to be talking about today, I played a video of the Delta State pensioners who are actually clamoring for their pensions, right? And you can see that they even came to where Okowa's convoy was, and they were singing a song of shame to him, calling him out for not, paying their pension. This is supposedly the person who is running as vice president come 2023 election. So I'm asking, what do you think? What do you think about him running as vice president of the nation, and yet the pensioners in the state which he governs are yet to be paid?
about that, I really feel for the family because my father was a civil servant before he passed away. So I understand when it comes to not paying people pension, I know how painful it is. And for me, I think only that alone should disqualify him. Only that alone. If he's a country that is functioning, that alone shouldn't disqualify him. He shouldn't even be included in that ticket. That alone should disqualify him. But you know how it works in Nigeria. So at the end of the day, he will get praise and he will get nominated, and nothing will happen about it. Even when they want the whole thing, nobody's going to carry investigation. Nobody going to interrogate him. So he will just win and pass. So in that one, I just feel for the family because at the end of the day, there is nothing. There is nothing we can do about it. The only thing people are going to do, because now you know how painful, you know it happens to you. So during the time of election, I think that is where you can pay him back, because if you are waiting for him to still get elected, I think there is nothing good that is going to come about it. So the best thing, you vote him out so that even the new government that is going to come out now will have the opportunity to probe them. But if they happen to win the election, nobody's going to probe him. So that is my own say on that.
And also another question, please, Mr. Collins. I showed a video of the Kaduna train attack victims, the families, actually coming out begging and clamoring for, for the government to help them. Do you think there's any reason as to why nothing has been said concerning this? Because I mean, we also have videos. There are some videos we cannot even play because of how gory it is. We also have videos of them beating the victims up and everything. Is there a reason why the government has been silent towards this? For the family to even go that far, making placards, making signages, coming out to beg the government for them to come to their aid. Do you think there's anything that is making the government silent concerning this particular issue?
My sister Kachi, yesterday when I saw that video, I think, being honest here with you, that video really killed my day. Everything I was doing yesterday wasn't working, to be honest, because these are human beings like me. They are all human beings. So when you look at your own fellow human being being flogged like that, the only sin that those people committed, because they come from Nigeria, that is the only sin they committed, because they're from Nigeria. So, and most of them in that place voted for Buhari. They handed their power to Buhari, protect me. Most of them voted for Kaduna governor. They voted for them, handed their power, everything, their life to them, say protect me, but they couldn't protect their citizens. So I think that is a failure. And looking at that video, after that video, and looking at the reaction from Nigeria, got me thinking that I really want this Nigeria to move forward. Do we really want Nigeria to change? Because if the citizen of Nigeria can go on living their life yesterday, feeling well, even to extent doing their stupid, sorry for my language, using their stupid big brother, which I have never in my life, anybody that related to me, if you are with me, whenever you are watching that program, just you cancel everything about me and you ended that moment. So because that is the thing that doesn't encourage the youth. If Nigeria people can go on yesterday, keep doing their stupid thing about their big brother, whatever they are doing, without even thinking about their fellow citizens, because only that alone, that video alone, should have been spark a lot of things. I think by today, say maybe today being Monday, there's a lot of things that should be happening in Nigeria. That alone, because these are fellow human beings being flogged. And when I look at it, that these are citizens, these Nigerian citizens, and the only sin they committed because they come from Nigeria. So for Nigeria to stay relaxed, do their normal thing, people are, if you come online, you see them showing their car, doing their stupid things, shows you that I don't think that this country is ready. Because if they are ready, that alone, that video alone, should have been triggered a lot of things. That video alone that happened, that they showed yesterday or the years, should have caused a lot of havoc in Nigeria. But me and you know how Nigeria work. I don't care. You know, concern me. So that is how Nigeria works. So for me, that since today, when I look at that video, I couldn't even when they were flogging those people, I have to skip the whole thing because it's irritating. It's like this is human being they are flogging. That shows you what those people are passing inside there. Most of them, I look at the man that was speaking. That man that was speaking today, they showed the man picture when the man was before they kidnapped the man, how the man was looking, and today how the man is looking. You look at how suffering those people are suffering. So for me, it's a shame, and it's a shame. And today, still
Okay.
today, Buhari haven't even addressed Nigeria with that video. They would even hear anything from the president, even the governor of Kaduna will never hear anything from them. So that's a shame for me.
Okay.
For that.
So do you think it's just mere speculation since Mikano has come out to say that they don't have any affiliation whatsoever with Atiku? Do you not think that what people have been saying are just mere speculations concerning him owning Mikano?
You know, for me, when you look at that statement about this is business, I don't blame when it comes to that kind of a thing. I don't blame Atiku when it comes to that because that's someone's business. I don't jealous in people's business because this is Nigeria in general. Because this is Nigeria in general. So if the government for more than 60 something years cannot be fixed a light, cannot fix the light, and all of them have been to one power or the other. All of them have been to power one way or the other. So even sometimes I don't even blame the federal government because a state can also generate light in their own if they want. Because I don't think federal government tied any state that you shouldn't have a light. You can generate light in your own state if you want, because we as individual we do generate light in our own house. We're going to buy generator. We are not waiting for the community light to come. So if there is no labor light, we are going to our own zone to on our generator. So if we can do that as individual, I expect state, you don't need to wait for for federal government. So there is so many ways for you to empower light for your own citizens. You can do by solar. There are so many ways. So you can go and borrow money and build that for your own state. So for me, that shouldn't be the issue. If I want to vote Article out, that is not the main issue. My main issue in voting them out is when it comes to corruption, their leadership, what they have been doing to Nigeria for more than 60 something years now. So I think that is where our focus should be focusing. So all these kinds of things they keep generating is just to deprive people attention to ask the right questions. You understand? So for me, that shouldn't be a case.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Collins. But I think you didn't understand the question. I said, do you think it's just mere speculation? Since Mikano has come out to say that they don't have any authorization or affiliation whatsoever with Atiku, do you think it's just speculation, or you
For
think
me,
Atiku actually has some kind of influence in Mikano?
for that company to come out to deny that Atiku is not the owner of
Mm-hmm.
the company, I think we should. we should agree on them. And if
Okay.
we think otherwise, we should carry investigation. I think there are so many people that can do that investigation. So for now, since they come out and said that this man is not our MD, is not the owner, so I think we should leave it that way. Then maybe if the new government enter, they can put carry investigation on that case. That
Okay.
is my own thing on that
All
part.
right, thank you. One last question before I let you go. Right, I read an article to you guys of Peter Obi saying that he's more qualified than the APC candidate. You know, he went further to give us all his qualifications and all of those things. What do you think about that? And also, I want to ask you something concerning Fashola when Fashola said that every well-meaning Nigerian should vote for APC. You know, he went further to talk about how their government has been faced with COVID and has been faced with what is it called now, the war that caused
Yeah, Ukraine.
the scarce of resources in the
Mm.
country. What do you have to say about that?
That is a question I wanted you to ask me because I was thinking too much about that question. I keep saying here that the problem we have in Nigeria is not only the leader and is not only the citizen. I think the main problem that we have in Nigeria is the media. Because when media fail to do their right job, that is when you keep getting all these mismanage of so many things happening in Nigeria. Now, yesterday when I was watching that interview, when Fashola was saying something, I was expecting Shehu to say something. Mr. Fashola, you have been in the president in this government for almost 7 years now. Can you mention me one project that you started and finished? One project under your watch as a minister of housing and under your watch. Can you mention me one project that you started and you finish it? Just one project and you end up that he can't even mention that. But Shehu cannot ask him that question because I know before Fashola start coming for that interview, they have carried some research about him. They have done some many things about Fashola. So for him and his team cannot even be able to get all those information shows how poor the journalist is. So they can't even ask the right questions because when it comes to the right question, they can't ask the ministers the right question. So and the people believe in, like when COVID started, I'm not a fan of COVID because I never believe in it. I think that is a way that was a political something. People use it for politics. It's like now people talking about climate change, climate change. Those people telling you about climate change are the same people using flight every day. So they are the people using flights, even 20 minutes, they will use their flight. And then when they come out on television, they will tell you, say, you should reduce your flight, reduce it. But they are the one using flight every day. I was looking at Prince Harry talking about climate change, and for more than 6 months, he have been driving using flight every day, every month. So, but as an individual, so and COVID, I don't believe in COVID because I believe it's a political stuff. So, and what concerns Nigeria with COVID, COVID hasn't. There is no a single person that died in Nigeria in the name of COVID, just because Nigeria believe because they believe that if they can be able to say there is somebody that has a COVID in Nigeria, maybe the health organization will give them something or do anything about it. There is no COVID in Nigeria. So when people keep using that kind of ad, because if there is a COVID in Nigeria, trust me, Nigeria won't last a day because you see how people move there, you see how people communicate. So when people use that COVID to give excuse, now in 7 years of Buhari, this is 7 years of this government. So what concerns COVID, and COVID only happened in 2020. So 2021. So what is the for that means so you are using that as an excuse for the past 7 years now that you couldn't be able to achieve anything. So you are telling Nigeria the reason you couldn't be able to fix this country, the reason you couldn't be able to do anything because of the COVID that happened only 1 year. That is the reason that you couldn't be able to fix Nigeria. And the Shemudia cannot even ask Fashola question. Are you telling me that the reason that Nigeria insecurity in Nigeria, the reason of Nigeria people dying every day is because of COVID? Now, what concerns Nigeria and the war that happened in Ukraine? Even today in Ukraine, people are still living well more than us than Nigeria that is not even fighting war. So if people in Ukraine can still live well in that place that war is going now, than we that is not even fighting war. So what is the need for somebody to come out on television and be using war in Ukraine to give excuse why the government failed? For me, when I look at APC, I think APC, a lot of people in APC, most of them don't even know anything when it comes to politics because what are you using to sell your candidate? What are you going to tell Nigeria? What is the new thing? I think by now most of them should have go and bring a new idea what they are going to tell Nigeria because there is no new thing an APC person will say to me. You don't have any new thing to say to me that will convince me to vote for you. And when Fashola is talking about somebody in Nigeria, somebody with right sense will vote for APC, I think he's right about that because it's only in Nigeria that you see something, people will see something will happen to them. They will still went back to that thing. That is Nigeria for you. You know, they have a low, sorry to use that word, Nigeria have a low memory. They can easily forget very easily. The same youth that was
You're a
glamorous.
Nigerian too, Mr. Collins. So
Yeah,
if you're
yeah,
saying
yeah.
Nigerians
I
have a
am in
low
Nigeria
memory,
too.
are you
Yeah,
referring to yourself as well?
yeah, including me, because we forget very easily. The same youth that was sharing Turumbu are the same youth who saw what happened in that toll gate. People were shot dead. People, their fellow people were shot dead. And who authorized that thing? He sent this Turumbu, he sent this Fashola, he sent this APC governor. But I'm surprised that Turumbu will enter and went to Lagos. People will still glamor and cheering for Turumbu. That shows you how people think. That shows you how people can be able to, because Nigeria can easily. That's why. Remember last time I was telling people here that I would like this strike to keep happening because if you call off this strike now, trust me, in the less than 2 weeks, ask Nigeria what is happening. They forget about that. Something strike happened. Nobody will remember about this strike. They will forget about it because they can easily forget very easily. Nigeria can easily forget. So they don't care. Unless when something begin to pain them, at that point, you can get the real Nigeria you want to get. So, but if that thing is not pending Nigeria, nobody is going to come out. So now the situation we find ourselves now is pending everybody. And with this, if this momentum keep going, there's this strike and the way things are going in Nigeria to 2023, trust me, every Nigeria will come out. Even when you offer them million, they won't take, they will vote for who they want. But if you're able to cut off this strike now, maybe reduce the price of fuel, maybe bring things down, 2 weeks, as Nigeria, they will forget. And another
Okay.
thing again, when people talk about that it's only two parties that is contesting for election, I laugh about it because now, thank God that we have people like Niger Watch. We have other people that can be able to get the real information what is happening in Nigeria. You know, when they keep sitting in that their office of channels, Arise TV, TVC, AIT, they keep deceiving themselves because they don't want to tell Nigeria the real thing that is happening on the street. So me and you know what is happening in the street. Me and you, only the people will be celebrated a birthday. This is first time. Like somebody said here that from first time in my life, I've ever seen something like this happen. Even during people talk about um, the the guy in Yoruba that contested for what is his name again, Abiola. During Abiola period, is different from this. Even Abiola period, Abiola was spending money. He was spending money there. But in this part of P2B thing is different. People are bringing their money. People are as in bringing their own money, building billboard, doing something in the name of donating their house, donating their office, donating so many things. Even the campaign haven't even started. Imagine when campaign is going to start, what people are ready to do. So if people with right sense cannot be able to sense what is happening on the street, what is happening in average Nigeria, will come out on television and telling you that only two parties is contesting. That's the kind of Nigeria we are. So for them not to accept what is happening, and that is why with what is happening in Nigeria, the politician can't even dictate that their citizens are not living well, that people are dying in Nigeria. So if you Fashola and other people that come out and said it's only two people that is contesting, that shows you the level they see in Nigeria, and that is why the country is not functioning because they can't dictate when their citizen is not living well, when that citizen is not even functioning. So that is the thing. And for Peter Obi, the statement he make, he's right to say whatever he wants to say because when it comes to qualification, I think he has the best qualification among all of them. Then when it comes to health, he's even more healthy than one of them. So he has right to say what. And also, I encourage people because then just drop a. I saw on China's television channels. Then tweeted or something that they are going to have interview with Peter Obi by this evening. So probably I will watch and see what the Peter Obi is going to say. So that is my take on it. Are you back to the panel? Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you so much, Mr. Collins. I disagree with you in, let me say, two things that you said. First of all, I believe COVID is real. COVID is real. COVID is real. I really do believe that COVID is real. Then, secondly, I really want the ASU strike to end. I don't like the fact that students have been home since February the 14th, 2022. This is July 25th. That is more than 6 months already. I really do hope that the ASU strike can be sorted out, because let's not even forget, for the fact that students are home, lecturers are home, professors are home, these guys are home without pay, and most of them are family men. They have families to feed, they have children to take care of, they have wives to look after. So I really do hope the ASU strike ends soon, and I believe COVID is real. Anyways, guys, that being said, I'm going to
Kachi,
go.
sorry before you say something, because what you
Yeah,
said here now, about the ASU stuff you said now. Look, let me tell you, it's better for Nigeria to fight this because what we are talking about now, ASU is fighting for their right, and what they are fighting is everything good. They are fighting for their own benefit, something that will make, as in a lecturer, will be valued, student will be learned in a good environment. Now, if you, because we've been doing this in every year, Nigeria comes like 4 years, you see a strike, 6 years, you see a strike, 3 years, you see strike. So what about if we can be able to do this for once to say, even if it's going to
yeah, I
take us two
understand
years
you.
to,
I
to be able
understand
to
you.
get this right, let's get it right. Not next government will go
I
strike again.
understand you.
So it doesn't make any sense. So for me, I think if it's
Yeah,
going to take us 3 years, can we suffer these 3 years at the end of the day? Let's achieve something, because when you keep negotiating, at the end of the day, it's not going to make anything. So for me, let's get it right for this time. And
yeah.
another thing, when I make statement about COVID, I for me is very well because I follow the whole thing. When people talk about COVID, this is politics, as in politics that was played very well. So if you look deeply about it, you find out that this is politics. So I don't want to dwell too much about it. So if everybody have their own belief on what they believe, for me personally, I think it's politics, and whoever knows about it knows it's politics. So thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that's your opinion. But I am saying that, in my own opinion, just like you gave your opinion, I think COVID is real, and I hope HASU ends this. I hope they sort it out with immediate velocity, because students have been home for more than 6 months, and these lecturers have not been paid as well. They have families to feed. And I think situations like this are what increase the insecurity level in the country. Situations like this increase the criminal rate in the country. I really do hope that this is sorted out once and for all, so students can go back to school and lecturers can go back to their various jobs. I really do hope so, because it's not even funny anymore. It's not funny at all. It's not funny. Anyways, guys, I'm just going to go straight to the next person I have here, which is Mr. Chooks Obi Boys. Mr. Chooks, good evening to you. How are you doing today?
Yeah, good evening, Kashi.
How are you
Thank,
doing today?
I'm fine. And you?
Very well, thank you.
Okay. Good evening, Nigerians. Good evening, our viewers and the panelists. Um, Kashi, I'm gonna, surprise you by starting this evening with a different topic. So bear me 1 second to do that. Um, Nigeria is a very funny place. I remember last Thursday, me and you talked about the journalists. Media houses that they are not helping us. And surprisingly, on Friday, Atiku was on air, showing you that they have not told us that he refused or he accepted. Then Atiku was there calling on others to show up. So this is what we want. But the disappointing thing there is, they failed to do the needful, which the last call, I think, also mentioned about Shem not asking the question. It's we Nigerians were fooling, many of us are fooling ourselves. Okay? There's no country that will run effectively without these two sectors being active. No matter how bad that country or how good that country is, which is the media, right? And the non-governmental organizations that try to put things in order, question the governments. So thank you for giving me this opportunity to let you know what I mean by that day I was saying about the press. According to the topic of today, yeah, I heard somebody saying that Jonathan we made a mistake by not voting Jonathan. I totally disagree with the person. Jonathan is among the people that actually makes Nigerians suffering today. He spent billions, to do the confab, and only I think 6 weeks ago he said, "Oh, I have confidence that I will win. That's why I didn't, sign that into action." And somebody is here telling us that this person, we should have voted him. I'm sorry. I supported Buhari when he came in 2014, and I've apologized enough for that because I see him as a general. I see him as somebody because the handwriting was on the wall. People were telling Jonathan that the people that sponsor Boko Haram, that knows about Boko Haram, are in your government, and he did nothing. So I was believing as a general, when he come, he will root them out. So my apologies to Nigerians, on this platform, because I'm not sure I've said so in this platform. So coming to the main issue, yeah, one of the things that is very, very critical today, which the last contributor said as well, is the youth. For reason I don't know, many of them are not concentrating. This BB Niger that is on air now, I'm telling you, if any youth is watching BB Niger today in the name of making him or herself happy, I'm sorry, that happiness, the next 8 years will tell us how happy that person will be.
Because
Okay?
they're watching Big Brother. Because they're
Yes,
watching Big Brother, that means they've lost focus.
exactly. If you want me to explain why, I'll tell you. They pay money to vote, right? If you go there now and ask them to contribute that money towards this election, right? None of them will do that. So that's why I'm telling you they're losing focus. You don't think they're losing focus, because if you want us to do the experiment today, let's put out a donation this thing today.
That will be some other time.
You understand? Yeah, I would actually want you to do it for the Nigerian youth, because we will test them from there, especially those who are sitting at home. Look, I heard what the last caller said. I am paying for a few individuals who are not my child, who are, they are my relatives, but, has nothing direct blood to do with me, right? Since they've been on holiday, I mean on strike, I spend more than I spend when supporting them towards their education. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So it pains me to see youth who were supposed to be, energizing, making sure that everybody is on the same page, wasting their airtime, wasting their money on watching BB Niger. Seriously, if this government is a real government, this year they should have. I know it's business. I know it brings tax. I know it brings, many people feed from there. But 1 year, cancel it for 1 year cannot, do us more harm. Okay, so all these are the things. All these are the things we are talking about. Because, like me, every day I cry when I look at Nigerian situation. It doesn't give me joy. Not because I can't live. I've said it here before. Since 2017, I have not been to Nigeria. Okay? And I'm promising every youth, everybody that is in Nigeria, if these two candidates wins, I am not coming to Nigeria until they go. This is my personal sacrifice I will make. I am telling you, whether they're doing good or not, I am not coming to Nigeria. People did it before Nigerian independence. There's some set of young people that said we will not marry until Nigeria becomes independent. And they did that. And they did that, fighting. So it's surprising how our youth can be in this kind of mess and still thinking about I'm saying this because I know many of them watches you. I'm saying this. Maybe they have not thought, oh, this is wrong. I'm saying this. Maybe they will, reflect this and change their attitude, because that attitude doesn't show. Listen, they pay money to watch this, for Christ's sake. They
They
pay money
don't
to watch this.
they don't pay money to watch Big Brother.
Don't they vote? Catch, I watched this. Listen, I watched this when I was younger in this country.
I was
You
just
pay,
trying to correct that. You said they pay money to watch it. They don't pay money
when
to
you pay money to
pay
vote.
to
Um, Listen, Kachi, even on the age, if he goes to that their terms and conditions, or the age weren't supposed to vote, but the under age they vote, they collect their money. I am telling you, it works up the same thing. This is a copycat program,
Okay.
you know. So this is why I'm pained. It really pained me, and I've told people that associate with me. If I find out that you're watching Big Brother, you will have nothing to do with me anymore,
Can
because
I
you
say
are
something?
precious.
Can I say something, Mrs. Sakachi? People they used to pay money to watch it, because if you are not subscribing, how can you watch it? Because you subscribe, that is why you can be able to watch it. You subscribe on DSTV, so if you couldn't subscribe, you can't watch it. So for you to subscribe, you paid money for it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Collins. And it's a Miss Catchy, not a Mrs. Catchy. So, guys, we're not here to actually deliberate on Big Brother Nigeria, right? We have a topic for today. We have things that we're talking about. Let's just try and stay true to what we're talking about. I think I quite understand you, Mr. Chooks, but we cannot spend all of the time deliberating on whether the youth should watch Big Brother or shouldn't watch Big Brother Niger. I think it should be a topic for another day. I think I should bring that to the table so we can.
That's what I wanted to say. If you can
I
do that,
think I should bring that to the
that would be
table.
fine.
So
That would be fine, because that is
yeah,
a major obstacle I'm seeing now.
okay.
Personally.
I think I'm going to bring that to the table so we can literally just really talk about it. But personally, I just feel the Nigerian youth have been through a lot. We Nigerians have been through a lot. So at this point, anything that just gives them a little bit of joy, a little bit of, fresh air, they will just grab it. Just look at the way they've been celebrating Toby Amasun ever since she won. It has been everywhere. Everybody's phone, everybody's WhatsApp status, Instagram, everywhere you see people celebrating her. I think we've just had so much bad news and everybody just wants a breath of fresh air. But then that is just what I think. But I will bring it down here so we can really deliberate on it and hear what you guys think. If Big Brother Nigeria is actually deviating the youth from the main focus, which is going out there to go get their PVC and fighting and getting their vote counted come 2023 election. But guys in the comment section, what do you guys think? Do you think Big Brother Ninja is actually stopping the youth from being focused? Do you really think that? I want to hear what you guys think in the comment section. Then we will discuss on when we're going to bring it on onto the show for us to literally talk about it. And again, I think it's quite early to actually I think it's early for us to judge if this is actually distracting the youth from voting, from doing the right thing, rather from going out there, go get their PVCs, sensitize people around them, and all of that. I think it's quite early because I think the show literally just started. So hopefully, let's see how that goes. But before I go back to you, Mr. Chooks, I want to say thank you to Vivian Darros for this amazing gift. Thank you so much for the super sticker. God bless you. May your pocket never run dry. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Guys, do not hesitate to use the dollar sign right there, just on the right hand side of the comment section. Use it to support us with anything you can for us to push this going forward. Thank you very much. Mr. Chooks, please go ahead. What do you think about Fashola saying that his government has served efficiently?
Well, it's so laughable, for him to use such language on Nigerians, thinking that we are fools, you know. I mean, look at what the current news about the terrorists saying they're gonna abduct our president, and our governor. I mean, when all these things are happening, there's a saying in my language which says, if somebody's if they have somebody's coffin, right? People think it's a log of wood they're carrying until they're carrying somebody that is related to them. All right. So for him to say that, it shows his family doesn't know what is going on. They're not suffering. So he might not know. I see media houses says that, oh, the people that work for Buhari doesn't tell him the truth. I just put that as the same thing. How can you be told the truth? Are you not seeing? You don't watch television? You know? So for him to say that is so easy for him to come out and say. But the painful thing is, when he said this, we react. We react to it within the next 48 hours. That is it. Nobody will be talking about it. Nobody will. I bet you, right? If let's say APC and they're going on a debate today, no journalist will ever remember this to ask their presidential candidate, is it true that where you keep us is where the reason why we should vote for you again? Because listen, I'm not a journalist, but I watch journalists where I'm living, see the way they press them with questions. See the way that's why when I woke up on Friday morning, right, to see Atiku speaking, and I watched there, Rufai is not there. I said, oh, forget it. I just went ahead and started doing what I'm supposed to do because I know there's no question. And guess what? When Rufai came back, he asked all those questions. Why did he not go deep on this and that? He's telling the Ruben Abati and the other one, Abiola's daughter. He's telling them, you should have asked this question. You should have pressed him. But they got there. Ruben Abati is a PDP man. Do you expect him to ask him questions that will bring PDP down? No. They're just fooling Nigerians.
What are you talking about exactly, Mr. Chooks? When you say Ruben Abati is a PDP man, are you talking about the question I asked you concerning Fashola?
Yeah, I'm just saying it like, because it doesn't concern them, like Fashola can, pretend he doesn't know what is going on in the market. He doesn't know what is going on the street. He doesn't even know that some people have been kidnapped. He doesn't know that he's supposed to give us light. Okay, he said it before. They said it that within 6 months, the light of a thing will be history in Nigeria. So he doesn't see it that way. I'm just saying that they are in cahoots with each other.
Okay.
With the media houses, because the media houses, I will keep shouting the media houses until the media houses get it right. We will struggle to get it right on our own because they were the people that were supposed. Listen, most Nigerians you see today, apart from those who are professionals, right, in some certain fields, learn from the TV where we live in. We learn a lot from the TV. And is it the same with Nigeria? The answer is no. There's some laws that are in this country I'm living. You can only learn it from the TV because you have no time to start going to read the laws and others. But they will tell you this is what these people are supposed to do. If they don't do it, hold them accountable. This is how it works in other countries, So Fashola might think. I mean, when like some people said, I couldn't watch that video of the terrorists, saying they're gonna kidnap our president and beating up people. Rather watched another video of the BBC documentary on I think one of Jigawa State or so, right? Where I mean, is it Jigawa? I don't know, but one of these major place where this terrorism is very very distant, where they kidnap about 300 girls, I think the last 2 years or so. So these are the things. If you listen to that, you see. But the terrorists said, "Listen, the government is making money. We are making money. It's business." So this is why Fashola can come up now and say to us, "Oh, we should be thankful and vote them again." I mean, we're in which if we don't think we will forget, he wouldn't say such. But because we will forget, like I said, the media will not remember this question when the time for campaign comes to ask his principal. Because this, in a sense society, this question should be kept and ask him, when their presidential candidates come, they will ask him, is this the reason why you think Nigerians will vote for you again? And put it to him, and let's see what he will tell us. So, I mean, actually, sometimes I get emotional, talking about Nigeria. Seriously,
I can understand.
So, my take on it is, we should be vigilant. Seriously, because what I'm thinking is, I'm gonna say it here. What I'm thinking is, these cabals we are talking about, right? They are two-edged sword. There are two-edged sword, and what I'm thinking about is they put Tinubu there to distract us, to take the vote to Atiku, or they put Tinubu there to make sure that he come on there. They tell him what he need to do. He will be listening to them. They will be controlling him the way they're controlling Buhari today, so that their business, which is the terrorism sponsorship, will continue to grow. This is my take on it, and I stand by it. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Chooks, for that contribution. Guys, do not forget to like and share if you get to do so. Use the dollar sign on the comment section, just on the right hand side. Thank you so much as you do that, and God bless you. I'm going to go straight to Mr. Jordan. Mr. Jordan, good evening to you. How are you doing today? Mr.
Hello,
Jordan,
how are you?
please.
Hello, thank you for having me. Yes, everybody. Thank you, all the panelists and our viewers.
Okay. All right, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think Okowa is the right choice? Because of what is going on right now in Delta State, the pensioners coming out to, clamor over their pensions not being paid. And we all know Okowa is the running mate to Atiku. So do you think that Okowa is the right choice at this point?
Well, Okowa's choice is very unfortunate, although for me, for those that believe in Peter Obi, I think it's a good development because it's going to make them to fail woefully.
Mr.
Otherwise,
Jordan, when you say for those that believe in Peter Obi, are you saying that you don't believe in Peter Obi?
say that again.
You said for those that believe in Peter Obi. I'm asking you a question. Are you saying you're not one of those that believes in Peter Obi?
No, I said for those that believe in Peter Obi, that does not mean I don't believe in Peter Obi. I'm talking about.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing because it's further boosting the Peter Obi movement, and then also giving us hope that he's going to run through the election with a resounding success and victory. Because Okowa's choice was an injustice to Wike. We all know that. And that again speaks to a larger extent the kind of thing that happens in Nigeria. But anyway, I wouldn't expect a candidate that bribed his way through, that used money to steal an election, to buy the primary, to become their candidate to do any better. That is one thing we all should understand. once you are involved in evil thing, in something evil, bribery, corruption, you involved in stealing. Of course, anything you do, you continue to steal, you continue to, and then that will continue to affect you. That will continue to affect even your decision going forward. That is why people like that, that's why PDP and APC shouldn't even be considered at all. In fact, in an ideal society, we shouldn't even be here at all in anywhere, be talking about PDP and APC. Because these are people who have used Nigerian money they have stolen in the past to come and buy election. And that same election rules and regulations stipulate that nobody should spend money to bribe candidates. I'm sure it's in the Nigerian election, in the INEC constitution or whatever it is. I'm sure it's there. I'm sure there's provision of that. But this is Nigeria. Of course, Nigeria is a place where anything happen, things that are unspeakable, things that can never happen in any country in the world. It's happened, and everybody look over it and move on. It's just so sad. It's just so sad and mind-boggling. Well, that is for them. Okowa is there. It's not paying the workers their pension. People who work, toil from spend the youthful period of their life working for their state, and then they are old, they get retired. When they're supposed to be receiving their benefits, they don't receive it. Many will even die without receiving it. And then the same system will cook up numbers of retirees and be collecting the money themselves. And the people who are actual people that are supposed to collect the benefit are not collecting it. I don't know if Nigerians are where if Nigerians are where leaders actually care for the people, those retirees shouldn't even be coming to the office or any office to go and collect their retirees, their benefit. Their benefit is supposed to be depositing to their bank directly. Every month they deposit it and no without any stress, because these people have suffered all through their life working for giving their life, their services to their states. So they shouldn't be meant to be suffering, asking for their benefit at this critical time of their life when they are supposed to be relaxing and enjoying the fruit of their labor. It's just a shame. It's just one of those Nigerian factors that at times I think that the problem of Nigeria is just insurmountable.
Okay, Mr. Jordan, I'm just going to go straight and ask you, because I see you really wanted to talk about it. I want to ask you about Fashola, the statement Fashola made about well-meaning Nigerians voting in APC because they've performed efficiently.
Well, I will agree with him. They perform efficiently, depending on which way you're looking at it. They perform efficiently in the sense that every PDP, everybody that is a PDP leader, be it from the council, local government council chairman, down to the president, which is Bukhari, all of them have become more richer than ever. That is just the obvious. They have become more richer than ever because their party and their governors have given them, they have exposed them to Nigerian money, and they have stolen and have become so rich. So in that essence, they have done well for themselves. But talking about the people that they are supposed to serve, and for him to say that shows how insensitive Nigerian leaders has been and could be. That for them to see how people are suffering, how we have in the same country we have almost 100 million unemployed people. Even those that are employed, many of them cannot even afford to spend 1,000 or 2,000 naira for just leisure, something that is leisure, that is not that is outside their major bills or major expenditures during the month. They can't. And then somebody is coming to say that they have done well. What have they done well? Is it in security? Oh, they have done well in security, right? Yes, because okay. On the other hand, too, they could say that they have done well in security because Boko Haram's administration, terrorist administration, has an agenda. And his agenda was to Fulanize Nigeria, take over Nigeria, hand it over to his Fulani kingsmen. So in that respect, they have done well because Buhari has achieved almost everything he has said to achieve. Although he hasn't achieved it completely, but he's getting there. And by the time Tinubu takes over, like Tinubu has promised Nigeria is going to continue with Buhari's administration, so he will complete Buhari's agenda. So in that respect, they have done well for themselves. But for you and I, that are being killed every day, Nigerian innocent blood being spilled every day, terrorists will kidnap Nigerian citizens, and they will keep them for months, and they will bring them out and flog them, and people will be crying in anguish. And we see the same government, none of them has even come out to condemn that act and to even promise Nigerians, speak to Nigerians and promise them that they will fish out this idiot. Of course, not even fish it out, to get them.
Mr. Jordan, please, your language, please.
Because they know where they are. Okay, so that
Mr. Jordan, please, your language.
I don't know what is about my language.
We don't allow insults here, please.
I don't know what is insult that is more than what the Nigerian people are. What Fashola said that they have done well. It's an insult to Nigerian. It's an insult.
Mr. Judy, this is not your first time being here. You come here every time, and I'm sure you know that we don't allow insult on this platform. So please retract your statement.
Which one is that? Which one should I retract? I don't know which one to retract. I don't know which exactly that is what I have said. Can you tell me, please?
You just said idiot.
Oh, is that okay? I retract that. But what I'm saying in essence is that these people, when they say they have done well, they know what exactly they're talking about. They are talking about their own agenda, achieving their own selfish agenda. So in that respect, they have done well for themselves, but not to the Nigerian population that are being humanized and dehumanized, that they have reduced to nothing, that they can't even think and write anymore, that they don't even have any hope anymore. They don't even have any sense of direction. They can't even feed because the Nigerian system and the Buhari terrorist administration has deliberately frustrated them, deliberately remove everything that is called good governance from them. Remove anything that can impact in their life. They have deliberately removed it completely. This is how many years they have been in government. Ordinary electricity they cannot provide, and they are coming to tell us they have done well. The primary purpose of any government in any part of the world is safety of life and properties. How can you tell me that they have done well when the primary reason for which a government is one is elected in the governance of his people, they have failed abysmally in that? How then can they say they have done well? Well, it's up to Nigerians because we live in a country. Nigeria is just a place that is very unimaginable. The way everybody think and the way people think, and people there are still a lot of people out there, Nigerians, that will believe with them that they have done well, and that is the sad thing. Most of us that are here are always coming out to shout and get worried that we have sleepless night because of what is happening in Nigeria, and not just getting worried. Most of us spend our resources to help people to cushion the effect of the impact of this wicked administration on them. At times you want to be discouraged. Say, what is it in for? What is in it for you? After all, the people you are fighting for, the people they don't even care. They don't even bother themselves about what is going on. They just don't care. Well, they have done well. I will agree, they have done well. It's up to Nigeria to decide whether they have done well or not.
Okay, Thank you so much, Mr. Jordan, for that contribution. I'm going to go straight to the next person I have here, which is Mr.
I
Tiyobala. Mr.
thought I
Tiyobala.
still have some time. I'm just spoken for
Okay,
about
because
3 minutes.
you were calm, you were quiet, so you didn't say anything. So I
No,
thought
I
you.
thought you were asking. You're going to ask another question. Anyway, I really want to talk about the people that were kidnapped and the and that ugly sight, that in the humanizing sight we all saw, yesterday, yesterday that is all over the internet. Prayer before the breakage in the Kuje prison that the masterminded release, breakage in the Kuje prison, and then the subsequent um, escape of the prisoner, of the terrorists there, which was purely masterminded by the Buhari administration. Now, 7 people immediately after that, 7 people were released. Okay, and these 7 people were prominent, according to the news, prominent people in Nigeria. Why were other people not released? They were not released because they were the common people, nobody to speak for them. And they paid, according to record, according to news, that they paid almost 800 million naira to get those 7 people released. So why did they not release the other ones? No, because they are poor people, nobody to speak for them, and they brought them out and beat them up. There was even somebody among them there that gave birth to a child, and I heard that there's another pregnant woman there also, and only God knows the fate of those people. And then we live in a society that's supposed to be sane. When people use certain words, people will get angry about it. I don't know why. Because this is not freedom of expression. Even in America here, I can call the president now. I can call him any name. I can use any word. I am liberty to say that is freedom of speech. But hey, Nigeria, we live in a country that profess to be practicing democracy and have freedom of speech, and yet everybody is in total bondage. Nobody can express his mind. A government that calls me nothing. A government that calls me now, Jude, a terrorist. That called me a terrorist, that labeled me a terrorist, and is spending billions and billions of money lobbying the world to believe that I am a terrorist, to believe that my Igbo brothers all over the world that are making impact in many countries all over the world in their various field of endeavor, to label them as terrorists. And then somebody will expect me to come and give him respect. Then the terrorists are planning, said they're going to kidnap Buhari and the El Rufai. And some people are saying, oh, they shouldn't kidnap them. Are you kidding me? My prayer now and my desire is that let these terrorists please leave our innocent Nigerians alone. Let them focus on on the rulers in Nigeria. Let them focus on the local government chairman. Let them focus on them and their family, the state houses of assembly and their families, the governors and their families, the ministers, all the evil people that are ruining Nigeria. Let them focus on them and their family. Let them be kidnapping them. Maybe by the time they start kidnapping them, maybe they will now wake up to their responsibility of securing the lives of people and their properties in Nigeria. So for anybody to come and say, oh, it's not good, or don't say they shouldn't kidnap Buhari, they shouldn't kidnap El Rufai, it's not good. I mean, it's like that again speaks volume of the same mindset of Nigeria. Because if something hasn't happened to you, you wouldn't find solution to it. And because it's happening to somebody else, that is why you don't care. But by the time it gets to your doorstep, I'm sure you will now wake up. Because maybe that will be waking them up. Yes, maybe that will waking them up. If one day now we hear that one governor is being kidnapped or their families are being, I'm sure that governor the following day is going to put in place every measure to make sure every terrorist in their state will be chased out or be captured and arrested. Trust me, they will do it. But because it's happening to ordinary people that they don't care anything about, they can dispense them. They feel that, any Nigeria is dispensable. That is why, terrorism and insecurity will continue until it happens to them. And my prayer is that let it happen to them. Let them live in innocent Nigeria alone. Let them focus on this governors, on these leaders. Let them focus on them and their families. Let them kidnap them. Let them flog them the way they have flogged those people. And I hope maybe that will waken them up to their responsibilities that they have created,
Okay.
and then focus on stealing Nigerian money and sending it abroad. Perhaps I
Okay.
probably will stop not talking about Nigeria anymore, because the whole thing is so sad. It's sad. It's sad because I don't know how one will expect me to respect somebody that does not respect my humanity, that does not respect my identity, that does not respect. Somebody came to national TV and said that Igbo people are a dot in the circle and he will do everything to wipe them. And somebody wants me to respect such person that said he's going to wipe me, and he's doing it. He's actively wiping them. All the army, all the military might of Nigeria is focused in the east, and they are the one that caused the problem in the east, and they now focus the army in the east, killing innocent people in the east, and nobody's talking about it, because he has promised he's going to wipe their dot in the circle, he's going to wipe them off. And because it's not happening to Buhari, is not killing people as he's killing in other parts, except for his terrorist group that are killing everybody all around, but nowhere in Nigeria except in the east that the militaries are actively killing innocent citizens. Where they should be fighting Boko Haram, they refuse fighting them, but they're in the east killing innocent citizens in the east. And nobody, no media, no one is talking about it. And people say I should respect them. Rather, people will come to the media here and be talking that the Igbos are killing themselves. Whereas they can't even think that these are propaganda, the same propaganda they used during NSAS to infiltrate NSAS, and then say it's NSAS that is causing all the mayhem in Lagos, the burning of cars, of government cars and everything, and destroying of the Oba's palace and everything. I don't know why Nigerians can't even learn something, can't even see the hypocrisy of their leaders, the modus operandi of their leaders. They are causing problem in the east, and at the same time pinning it on IPOB, pinning it on innocent people. And then people will be believing them and come here and be saying that Nigerians, Igbos are killing themselves. Igbos are not killing themselves. Buhari and in collaboration with the governor of the east are killing the Igbos. Well, thank you, everybody.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Jordan, for that contribution. Guys, let me remind everybody that insult is totally prohibited on this platform and is against the guidelines of the YouTube. So, guys, please let's criticize whoever want to criticize constructively without actually insulting the person, without using any ugly names or foul language. Thank you very much for your understanding. Mr. Tiobala, please. Good evening to you.
Okay, please, maybe you can go to the next person. Maybe I'll come back later.
Okay, all right,
Thank you.
that's fine, Mr. Tiobala. I'm gonna go straight to Udoka Joy Alozie. Udoka, please.
Hello, good evening,
Hi,
everyone.
good evening. How are you doing today, ma?
Fine, thank you. I'm not mal.
Is this the
um,
first time you're joining us?
no, 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 no. Of course, I've no.
Okay.
This is not the first time. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Mm. So,
Actually, okay.
no, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead first.
Okay, I wanted to ask you a question based on what we're talking about today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I wanted to ask you concerning Fashola when it said well-meaning Nigerians, meaning the Nigerians where it gets sense supposed to vote APC because of what they've done so far. They've performed effectively, and also no government has been faced with the kind of challenges they were faced with. They were faced with COVID, and they were also faced with a lack of resources due to the war, ongoing. So he's saying that well-meaning Nigerians who mean well for the country will vote for APC.
That's funny. That's really, really funny because they think Nigerians are blind. You know, and sometimes I really wonder what is wrong with Nigerians as well, because after everything, like the brother said before, the person that was talking before, like he said, Nigerians, they forget something so easily. I don't know how that happens. I don't know how they do that. Even the Lekki toll gate, the massacre that happened there, Nigerians have already forgotten. No one is talking about it anymore. This is ridiculous. Since the APC government came to power, we all can tell how far. Everyone can tell how far, So this is something that every part of Nigeria is feeling it. Christian, Muslim, Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, Benin, everywhere. It's everywhere. So if they think Fashola is right, they should go ahead and vote APC. If they have not really suffered under this government, they should go ahead. So this is really left for Nigerians to decide. If Fashola is only saying his own, but finally Nigerians will decide. He's not going to decide for Nigerians. No. If they have not suffered enough, they can go ahead and vote APC. If there has not been enough bloodshed, if you check in the history of Nigeria, even during war, when Nigeria and Biafra had war, I don't think people have died the way they have died under this APC government. I don't think so. So finally, I would say it's Nigerians. It's Nigerians that they are the ones to decide. They should decide. Today, I'm really sad. I'm really sad because I remembered someone, Leah. You know Leah, the Chipo girl, right? Today, I'm really sad because I remembered her. Nigerians everyone has forgotten about her. No one is talking about that girl. It's a shame to Nigeria. It's a big shame to Christians, to Khan, that Leah is still there, and no one for the past how many years, and no one came to her rescue. This is a very big shame to Nigeria. This is a very big shame to Christians. If that girl was a Muslim girl and was held, I don't by now, the whole world will descend on Nigeria, on Christians especially, the Christians in Nigeria. If that girl were to be a Muslim, would this happen? It won't. And again, it's another big shame to Khan. Tinubu made mockery of Christians. Tinubu made mockery of top Christian. I don't know. Sometimes I look for words in English. English is already leaving my head. When you're in a place that they don't speak English for many years, you begin to forget a bit of the one you know. So I'm really disappointed in Khan. I'm disappointed in all the Christians in Nigeria. They are so weak. They don't fight for their own. They don't stand for what they believe. They don't fight for their faith. They are so weak. They are so weak that, I don't know, Aliyah is paying the price of being a Christian in Nigeria. Aliyah, sorry, I always call her Aliyah. I don't know why. She's paying a price for being a Christian girl in Nigeria. And the whole world is silent about it. And everybody thinks it's normal. Everyone thinks it's normal. Nobody, the so-called Nigerian president, okay, let me come to him. For this, I watched what the terrorists, what they said. They are coming for Buhari, they are coming for El-Rufai. I don't believe in that bullshit. Let me not use such words here. I don't believe in that, because they are just saying it to divert people's attention, so that people will not know that Buhari is their founding father. So that people will say, oh, they're also coming for Buhari. Oh, they're also coming for what's his name again? They're also coming for El-Rufai. Oh, they are coming for them. That means they have no business with these people. But that's not true. That is not true. We all know they are not going for any Buhari. Whatever, I know they made attempts on his all those things. I don't know if you people, Nigeria is only Nigeria is a film industry, is a place they make. Okay, I don't want to say much, but I would just want to say that Nigerians should wake up. They should wake up. They should really wake up. Christians in Nigeria, all Nigerians, including the well-meaning Muslims, should wake up. They should wake up, or else they will wipe Christians out of Nigeria. It's a shame indeed.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Udoka Joy Alazi. Thank you so much for joining us today on the show. I can see Florence Omoroge here, but I can't accept you because your device is not connected. Please make sure your device is connected properly so I can accept you on the show. I will go straight to the next person.
Hello.
Just
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah, thank you for this opportunity granted to most of us, or all of us, rather, to contribute. I don't really know what the topic is about. Yesterday, I discovered this channel, and I'm fond of it because
thank you so much.
It gives me the opportunity, to really express my own side to contribute. This is the chance. I don't really know what the topic is all about.
Okay, so I'm just going to ask you a question, right? You know Fashola, the ex-governor of Lagos State?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Fashola said in a statement, in an interview with Channels TV, it says that well-meaning Nigerians should vote APC back in power because they've performed efficiently.
Excuse me, please. Excuse me. Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now. I'm trying to fix my earpiece.
Do you need a moment to do that while I come back?
No, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing nice and clear.
Okay. I said Fashola in an interview on Sunday with Channels TV said Nigerians, well-meaning Nigerians, should put back APC in power because they have performed efficiently. That their government is the only government that has been faced with challenges like COVID, that has been faced with challenges like the ongoing war, and that has produced scarcity of resources. So, in other words, he's saying that Nigerians where it gets sense supposed to vote APC back in power.
Okay, thank you very much. I don't know how many minutes I have on this because I have much to say concerning this.
You have 3 minutes, please.
Okay. The problem with Nigeria is that we easily forget something. And people will tell you, let's forget the past and move on. And these people are taking us for a ride because of that one. APC, on the other hand, there is nothing they are going to use to campaign because the security is talking about they want to create million jobs, I think 3 million jobs every year. Immediately they came to power, they were destroying 3 million jobs. So all the things they promised, they have not done it. So there is nothing they can come up with. The insecurity they are talking about, they are the one instigating it. Even the second person in command now, we are talking about the vice president to come. And I pray that it will not happen. These are terrorist sympathizers. For God's sake, let us face the truth. Because if you look at Boronu, everything started in Boronu. And this person was the governor of Boronu. This person was the person that instigated them so that he will use them to rig the election to make sure. And they did it and they succeeded. And because they did not settle the terrorists well, those people, they resulted in violence. That is where we find ourselves today. They have nothing to say because it's a shame that Nigerians will still talk about APC. I want to say that two things that happen to Nigeria, I pray that two things will happen to Nigeria. It's either Peter Obi come to power or they divide Nigeria. Simple. Because I did not see any other competent person there. I don't see. If Peter Obi there, Peter Obi is there, at least there is hope for all of us. As I speak to you now, you can look at where I'm speaking. I'm in Germany. I have food to eat. I have everything. I was coming from where I do my daily job when I connected with you people. That is why I didn't even talk things. So it's a big shame for us to talk about APC or PDP. Because if you want to talk of PDP, you are not going to get light for life. No light, no electricity, no road. The APC is the same people, the circle of rulers, the same. They are not leaders, the circle of rulers. There is difference between rulers and leaders. Peter Obi is the one that will lead us to the promised land. I want to come back to Nigeria, but sometimes I will look where I'm going. I don't know, because you go there, you might not return. So, Fashola is a shame that you cannot even construct roads. Give us good roads. I want to tell you one thing. This Aerofire of it, these are terrorists. These are people that are funding terrorists. I have the video where Aerofire said, I went to go and pay them when they killed thousands of Christians in Kaduna, and they destroyed about thousands of churches. And he said, I want to go and pay them. If you want me to, I have the video. Channel television interview, BBC or CNN, the interview, I recorded it. He said he went to go and pay the killer so that they will not come and kill again. Are they not killing? These are people that are funding it. The terrorists have come out to say that people that are funding them, they are in the government. Buhari, do you see any Fulani herdsmen that have been prosecuted in the court? No, you can't see any of them. Buhari is their masterminder. Buhari is the one funding them. Everybody know about it. So why will somebody will come out now and say they want to see vote APC? It pisses me too much. I'm expressing my anger, but I have to control myself so that I will not use illicit words against the YouTube, what they call it, guideline. Because it's a very big shame for us to easily forget something. I want to tell you, a majority of people are there, they can accept 10,000, 5,000, which is, you know the value of dollars, which is not up to $10. That will make people to suffer for another how many years? Two things I have said, two things. If they are going to rig the election, that is very clear. They are going to rig it. They want to use Tinubu to rig the election because Tinubu have already entered agreement with them. There are three things. Number one, ethnic domination will continue. Number two, terrorism will continue. And number three, Islamization will come to reality. Go and mark my word. Because why I'm saying this, I'm saying it based on the meeting. Immediately they make Tinubu went to Daura. They make meeting, and Buhari said he's confident that they are going to win. And Tinubu, they interview Tinubu. Tinubu said there is nothing will happen, they will win. Why? Because already they have signed agreement. Tinubu is old. His brain is not functioning again. And we know there are cabals there that have jacked the government. Even Buhari, Aisha Buhari have said it, that my husband is no more in charge. They have hijacked my husband's government. Everybody is aware of it. So what if Tinubu is going to do? Tinubu is not going to do anything. So they want to use him. That time they will say, it's not Natana that is ruling now, it's Satana that is ruling. They want to use him to realize all these their objectives. They have already planned it out. It's either Tinubu is there or Atiku is there. And any of these two that are there, they are going to realize their objective. I want to sound to Nigerians. It is a shame for Christians to fold their arms and say, let us pray. Prayer without work is dead. Let us pray. You can't pray. If somebody make mockery of you, can you do that to Imam? You go and wear the rope of Imam, or go and just concentrate Imam or mosque. You know what will happen. Thank God the other speaker said that little boy that they kidnapped that time. If it were to be a Muslim, do you think they would take it lightly? The whole world would have been ravaged by now. All Christians will be killed in Nigeria. But look at it. Everybody keep quiet, can't keep quiet. Look at Nnamdi Kanu suffer. A king to be. He's suffering because of us. He laid down his life. He changed his life, the life of his family, his father, his mother. They died just to save Nigerians, and they caged him there. Do you think they will do that? They will.
Mr. Just for you, are you there, please? Oops, I think we lost him. Mr. Tiyobala, are you ready for me now?
Yeah, thank you, Madam Kachi.
Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. Please go ahead and make your contribution.
Okay. I'll just be brief and talk some of the issues and some of those. Like, okay, first of all, let me start with the article interview, the reaction Showori gave regarding the uh, election and the number of times Showori have really contested for presidential race. I think it was only 2019 I noticed of, because in 2015 it was even Showore that was even campaigning for the person of Buhari using his own platform. And everything is said regarding Atiku, to some extent they are right, because if Atiku really knows, supposed to have been able to remember that Showore was never in the game and he never contested and leave the country. It has been Atiku on that issue. Every time Atiku come on election period like this, after 4 years, we not maybe if he whenever he lost, he go back to Dubai to go and start doing his own business or whatever things he does there. But that's so unfortunate. But however, Showore analysis regarding the power sector, I think is quite commendable. But the problem I have with Showore is the tune. He's not been able to use that tool to command the crowd enough. Like he should try as much as he can to always avoid other presidential candidates or any other person in his own campaign. He should be able to sell his own career. Imagine he has been preaching all these things over the years. He should be preaching the issue. People will be buying into his own idea. As far as I'm concerned, come this 2023, I don't see Showore going far in this election. I will advise him to join the person of Peter Obi, because both of them are even championing the same cause. They have the same idea, you know. Just as Showore is a bit, I don't know, I don't want to use the word arrogant or something. He is a man with a great idea, but he should try as much as he can to work with Peter Obi. If really he really wants a Nigerian nation to be better, if he really need the betterment of the nation, he should try as much as he can. Everybody must not be president. Everybody must not be president, but ability for you to contribute your quotas, pay that sacrifice, you'll be remembered for it. So I'm advising him to do so, and his supporters as well. When I mean I'm advising the supporter, because it's not the show that will be doing the voting. It's the supporters I'm even talking to right now. Yes, Showore and Peter Obi, they have the passion for the country. If you see the way Showore is talking, you know that this man have passion for the country. You know, the same way Peter Obi is talking, you find out that these people have passion for the country. But when you listen to the person of Atiku Abubakar, you see arrogance in him. You see that as in president that don't want to go to any TV station or listen to the masses. So, like, you know, I'm advising the follower of Showore, please, let's work together. Let's come together and work for this Nigeria project. It's very important. I know you all, as in both Showore and Peter Obi, they are all there for the common goal of the nation, for the good of the nation. Please, let's work together by ensuring that we vote for one particular candidate. Otherwise, we will lose it again to this devilish APC and the PDP party. Do you know what it will take? Another 4 years, 8 years of tormenting. They don't mean well for us. Look at the person that we're even talking about, the person of PDP right now, the person of Atiku Abubakar. He said it was during his time when he was a custom officer, he bought 5 vehicles. Now he's became a millionaire automatically. But we forget to ask this question, the part D, that during his VP to Obasanjo, what happened? The privatization that happened over the years, what happened to it? These men have used Nigeria resources to better themselves over the years. Please, let's work together to ensure that we remove all these people from this power, because they keep talking about structure. There is no structure anywhere. You and I are the structure. Even with the structure they are even claiming right now, the PDP, Atiku lost his polling unit. He lost Adamawa, Adamawa. Yes. Go and check the vote in 2019 thereabout, if I'm not mistaken. Please. All these people, they are just there cajoling us, telling us the structure or no structure. It's not a bad structure. Like, for instance, in Edo State now, or in a Delta State. Even today, I watched a video where they carry out analysis in Imo State, where the old people they were even talking to, they were all talking about Peter Obi. Meanwhile, the governor is saying the different thing, but the citizens are saying the same, a different thing entirely. Who are going to vote? The citizen. The governor only have one vote, but the masses are the one that will determine the election, how it will go. Please don't listen to all those wrong analysis. I'm telling the fact. We can't afford to lose this country to these people who does not even care about Nigeria. Because sometimes I keep asking this question: where did we get it wrong? Over the years, we have allowed this lunatic to take over the country by dictating to us or how the policy should go. The situation we find ourselves is no longer bearable. We cannot afford. Imagine today now. Look at the exchange rate, the dollar exchange rate. How will Nigeria survive in that country? There's no electricity, no fuel, the high cost of living. Sometimes I ask myself a question: how did we get here? What happened? How did we get it wrong? Over the year, we have been voting on these people because they are the only two options we have. They will use their money to buy their way into the office. Now we have a better choice for us to make right now. We have a better choice. We can't afford to miss this opportunity. Going back to this man interview, what's his name? Fashola. You find out that these are the people who are beneficiary. How can you say that? How can you make such a statement? Though I don't even blame him, because he's working for his party. People have been killed all over the years. Insecurity everywhere, hunger. Then you are telling Nigerians that anybody that is within accessible money you should vote APC. I don't understand. Why would they vote APC? They should vote another killer machine again. People cannot afford food today. They cannot even go to the farm. I talked to somebody in my locality just yesterday here. You know what they did? They have a settlement where they used to go to farm before. They say they have neglected that part. They moved close to the house because herdsmen are disturbing them over that place since over the years now. This period of the herdsmen crisis. Now there is no food. How will they survive? The government is not doing anything possible to rescue this situation. They are romancing with terrorists. You deal with terrorists decisively. The one that need to be negotiate with maybe those people agitating and all that. If you take it to invite foreign machinery, why not do it? Look at the threat they are giving to a whole city president. As I speak with you right now, in the state, what's it called? At the national level, Abuja, they are back closing down Unity School. National headquarters. Look at what happened at Kuje prison. That is to say nobody is safe in the country anymore. The issue right now is the issue of the economy. Look at the debt services. Look at the Human Capital Development Index. Nigeria is least in the world. It's among the least in the world. When we talk about human capital development, then you will factor education inside. You factor that metrics inside. Our education system is going down. Look at ASU strike for the past 6 months for a nation that wants to develop. For the past 6 months, schools have been on strike. The government are not even saying anything about it. They are just there. They don't care. Their children are schooling in US, Canada, and in UK and everywhere. But leaving the poor masses in Nigeria to remain there. After they finish graduation, they will not set a parameter that if you are above 25, you cannot get a job in the bank. Meanwhile, their children at the age of 18, 20, 21, they've graduated. Some of them have even gotten their PhD, masters at the age of 20, 21. But our people are there suffering in the country. Here we are here clamoring for them. But the question I keep asking people is this: Nigeria is in a deep situation, which is very bad situation right now. Now we have three major candidates that are coming up. Let me just say 4. For instance, Kwankwaso, Atiku, and all that. Kwankwaso is the same region from where Buhari came out from. Are you going to? Is that the only region in Nigeria that will be really the country? Okay, let's talk about Atiku. He's still from the northern part of the country. This is a man that has some how will I put it? No integrity regarding the way he managed custom and how he has been a vice president candidate to Obasanjo. Okay, let's come back to Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Over the years, he has converted the resources of Lagos State to his own personal gain, thereby dictating who is going to be the next governor of the state. Going back to Ekiti, going to be the next governor of the state. He tried this in Edo State, trying to impose another thing on us. Is that the kind of person you want? Somebody Otina does not have certificate of his primary school, does not even know the record of his age, telling us he's 70 while his daughter is 61. If somebody cannot even pronounce his party name. No, we are talking about issue here, because if we cannot afford to ask this question now, definitely we will be the one that will be responsible for the crisis, for the pain. Nigeria is hard right now. Things are difficult. It's not affecting any of their family. But some Nigerians are still going after them because they call themselves party faithful. Party faithful, they are there, but they cannot afford to send their children to a good school. They call themselves party faithful, because they will come and meet them, give them 20,000, give them 100,000. They feel that is the end of the world. Within the short period of time, that money is gone. Please, at this point in time right now, we have to be very careful with the fact that he's even going with the Muslim ticket, which is not ideal for this kind of situation we find ourselves in the country at the moment. A country that is so diverse in terms of religion and all that, then you are coming up with a one religion. No, it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. Knowing the fact that Shetima have one way or the other have been involved in this Boko Haram and all the killings in Borno State. Look at the recording of this thing that was leaked of recent. How he talked about the Igbos. How he talked about how he's going to do one or two things that is not in consonant with reality. This is a Shetima that acknowledged that they have 30 bishops during the unveiling. Meaning he went to go and hire 30 bishops. He came on air to go and say all these things. There's no truth in Shetima. There's no truth in him. They don't even have plan for human capital development at all in that country. They don't have plan for human development. Is that the kind of person you want them to rule you? They don't even, okay, fine. Look at Tinubu right now. He has not one day appeared on Chinese television. Today, the article even dare him to appear on any Chinese television. Rather, yes, any television media. He want to rule off from a distance, the same way Buhari have been doing all over there. Whether we like it or not, people have the opinion that when he gets to power, it will assemble a good team. It takes you as a head to know, to take your knowledge to know who is going to be in your team. If you don't know how the economic situation of the country is, how are you going to assemble people? Maybe people will be giving you recommendation. I know this person is good, but in your own wisdom, you will not be able to do so. You don't even know the economic index of the country right now. You don't even know anything about Nigeria. If you were to be Tinubu of 7-8 years ago, yes, it will be a different case entirely. Even at that, it does not really count. Does not mean you rule Lagos before. Does not mean make you qualify to be the president of the nation. We are talking about the economic situation of the country right now that is so jeopardized that we need somebody that can rescue us. Please, we should start asking questions. This is the most important. Sometimes I ask myself, what is going on when a nation like Nigeria, with human resources, natural and everything there, we cannot feed ourselves. We cannot pay debt. We cannot even tire. We cannot even provide electricity for our citizens. Production is going down every day by day. Look at today. Today now, we cannot even service the debt, the money we borrowed. Look at our GDP. Everything is going down. Now we are gradually packaging another Buhari again to come and be the president of the nation. Please, Nigeria, the most important thing right now is for us to look forward. It's for us to look forward because the situation before us is so critical to the extent that we cannot afford to make mistakes on this 2023. Look at the educational sector of this country. Now we are celebrating this Toby today. Because he see enable environment for him to train and do other things. Today now he's being celebrated all over the world. So we have many young, talented Nigerian youth all over the world. They have them there in Nigeria, but today they cannot afford to foster because of the bad situation they find themselves in that country. I've seen many programmers in Benin right there, but nothing to write home about. Both of them they are living in penury, but they have the talent, nowhere to use it. I also know somebody in one of the Edo State government house, because he was so talented, nothing was happening. But one company in UK came to pick him there. It was a model that developed Edo State government portal. He's in UK now, working for UK government. So many, look at our doctors, they are all living in drones. Many of them. Is it the engineers you're talking about, our professors? Please, let's take the issue before all. That is the most important thing. It has nothing to do with tribe. It has nothing to do with my brother or my religion. No, it's about the situation we find ourselves today. Most of us are in Western world, whether in UK, US, and all that. If you go to interview, do they ask where you are from? They will only ask you what is your skill? What can you do? They will give you the job, irrespective of where you are from, provided you have the qualification.
Okay.
But in Nigeria, it's not like that. They will ask you where is your local government of origin. Even at that, they will say ask you to bring a letter from a senator, one or two persons like that, for you to be able to gain a good job. For instance, in Nigeria university, you cannot be a lecturer without having a referral from above. I know somebody who made a first class, you could not even get a lecturing job, but somebody with a 2-2 was given the same job. A country where they choose money over competence, where they choose bribing over competence. Is that the country you want? Nigeria have what it takes to compete with the rest of the world. When you talk about human capital, when you talk about natural resources, in any angle, is it sport? Is it in entertainment? Is it in the education setup? But because of bribing and corruption, they have dealt with us negatively. But one thing I want to assure you is that dealing with all this insecurity and all that, it requires man with a vision. It requires man with a vision. Thank God we have a good pair of candidates right now. When you talk about presidential and vice presidential candidate, the person of Peter Obi and Dati Ahmed. You see how the VP of Peter Obi, how he analyzed different way on how to create a database that can be able to rescue Nigeria in terms of when talking about insecurity in the country. We are even talking about Boko Haram terrorists and all this kind of. What about the one inside our own system? Look at the way they are collecting tax today. You cannot even have a proper record of the way Nigeria collect tax. Nothing is happening. If what's it called, traffic, the traffic man, if they hold you, they will start chasing you. Meanwhile, in South Africa here, it's not happening that way. There is a record whereby whatever thing that happened to you, the record will show for it. It's not rocket science. We can do it. Please, we just have to be aware of the situation right now and vote the right person. Not voting the right person, canvas right now, because this is the time for us to make people aware of the situation and keep educating each and every one of them and showing them local of the Labour Party. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tiyobala, for that contribution. I can see we have somebody here, Mr. Goodluck, but our time is already fast spent. But Mr. Goodluck, I'm going to give you 1 minute to round up. Mr. Goodluck, please. Mr. Goodluck. Okay, I guess Mr. Goodluck is not ready for us. Guys, do not forget to like and share this broadcast. Please help us to like and share. Thank you very much. I'm going to take time out to acknowledge the amazing people I have on the comment section. I can see Johnson Emmanuel right there. Thank you so much for joining me. Mr. Rock, I see you right there, the mommy of all mommies, mommy diaspora. I see you right there. I see Jacob D, 29 Ja. I see you right there. G Simon 137. I see you right there. The Queen Valerie, thank you so much for being here. Samuel Olaka, thank you so much for being here. Jaco Obedience, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for being here. Maxwell J. Stone, thank you so much. Two Ninja, Samuel Olaka, Jaco Obedience. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. I see Awareness TV right there. Thank you, Omuka, Ebuka Collins, Ebuka. Thank you so much for being here. Bobby Adams, I see you right there. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all for being here with me. Thank you, Jacob D. Thank you. I see Amechi in the fair. Thank you so much for being with me today. I appreciate you guys. God bless you. Naomi Bella, Juno Baseki. I see you guys right there. Thank you so much for being here. I see my brother all the way from Pluto, Israel Asamuta. Thank you so much. I can see Rose Igbina Zaka. Thank you, Chukwemeka Nandi. Thank you so much, Blessed Abraham. Thank you, Naomi Bella. I see you right there. Thank you so much, guys. I see you all. I see Gerald Oba one. Thank you so much for being here. Mary to come. Essie Love. Thank you so much, guys. I'm so sorry to pronounce some of these names are not just easy. I can see Just Emeka. Thank you so much for being here with me. I can see Ephrata Catfish Farms, Nigeria. I see you right there. I see Gio right there. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. Jennifer Cobb, I see you right there. Wokoji Kisley, I see you right there. Essie Love, I see you all. I see you all. You guys are amazing. Vivian Da Ross, thank you so much for being here and thank you so much for the super sticker, Vivian Da Ross. Thank you so much. God bless you. Edo Light Watch, I see you right there. Thank you so much. Umar Sunday, thank you so much. I see all Ekwase. Thank you. John Kala, thank you all so much for today. Wabo Felix, thank you so much for being here. Low Lows, I see you right there. Jolly Ogbemudia, thank you. Francis Tutu, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you all. I can't call everybody. If I missed you, I'm so sorry. Chima Chinedu, I see you. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you to all my amazing panelists, Mr. Julian, Mr. Collins, Mr. Chooks, Obi West, Mr. Siobala, Mr. Charles, oh my yes corner, I see you right there, Mr. Good Luck, just for you. Everybody that has been on the panelists today, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. To my amazing viewers watching me from everywhere in the world, you guys are amazing. You people have a special place in my heart. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. You know how we do it, guys. I'm going to give everybody an opportunity, 30 seconds to round up on everything that we've been talking about so far before we round up the show. Our time is already fast spent. I'm going to start with Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles, please.
Thank you for another opportunity. Like one of our brothers said, you see, we all know, I want to talk about what is happening in the Southeast. We all know, right from if we can look back, in Southeast, there has never been insecurity in Southeast. Southeast has always been the most quiet region in Nigeria. All of a sudden, Southeast has become a war zone. All these things, Buhari and some of our politicians from South know about it. Like I always tell, you see, in the whole Nigeria today, there is insecurity. The insecurity in the whole Nigeria is caused by Boko Haram, herdsmen, and bandits. But in the Southeast, it is not the same. Southeast is an orchestrated plan by this Fulani government to destabilize that region. Nothing else, nothing more. Anyone, I want every Nigerian to know this, because each time we speak, they will say Southeast are killing themselves. Igbos never kill themselves. This is an orchestrated plan by this federal government and the people like Hope Osadema, the governor of Imo State, who wants power like as it is today. Tinubu and Atiku desperately want power, want to be in government. They don't care.
Okay.
Even if people die. That's all I want to say. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Charles, for that. Guys, please. Okay, Omo yes corner, you have your 1 minute to make your submission, please. Omo yes
Oh,
corner. Good evening.
sorry I'm calling late. Hello,
Mhm.
everyone on the panel. Thank you very much, Cassie. So really quickly, I just want to say to all Nigerians, I think that we should remember, remember where we come from. If you're abroad, remember where you came from. If you're in Nigeria, you are directly impacted by what is going on. I want you to remember, if there's any time in history, for as long as you've grown, apart from those a few that have been benefiting directly from this government, if you remember any time in history since you've been an adult in Nigeria, from when you were a child to an adult, you have seen 24 hours electricity non-stop, 365 days. If there's ever been a time like that, if you remember that at all, if it's even barely in your memory, now the situation is worse times 1,000. I was watching a clip recently of one of the people that they kidnapped that they just recently released. It was his family that came to his rescue. And he's saying that the people he left behind, they're in a very dangerous situation right now. It is becoming turn by turn. If nothing else, I'm urging you, put your selfish desires aside. This is about saving this nation now. None of those people that have been in politics, that have benefited, that are coming out now, that have no vision, they cannot even tell you, they cannot address whether they can solve the problem of security, solve the problem of unemployment. They cannot. They can't give you any roadblock to how they're going to solve this problem. The East has been torn apart by these people. We cannot fold our hands and watch our own brothers being slaughtered just because we are not close to that region. I am shouting from the top of my lungs, Nigerians, borrow yourself sense. This is there's no time for sentiments at all. You guys know you are not prepared for battle. You don't know how to fight. You don't have it in you. What some selfish people are clamoring for. Most of these people that are clamoring for it, they are not in Nigeria. Their families are not in Nigeria. Open your eyes and your ears and vote for Peter Obi. If there's going to be any restructuring, vote a sane person first that you can even dialogue with. And all those, my brother that talked about, the governor, Uzodima, whatever. I don't know. Can people not take over that government office and override that man? Because it is ridiculous. You're watching your own people being slaughtered. Nigerians, open your eyes and your ears. For once, refuse to be selfish. Remove yourself. Let's fix this country, whatever we need to do. If it is money, if it is on groundwork, whatever. And we've been talking about link. Where is the link to contribute to Peter Obi? Where is the link? Where is the on-ground movement that we need to be contributing to? I yield. Thank you very much, Kachi.
All right, thank you, Omoye's Corner. I'm just going to go straight to Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins, please, your 1 minute starts now. Are you ready for me, Mr. Collins? Okay, I guess Mr. Collins is not ready for us. I'm going to go straight to Mr. Siobala. Mr. Siobala, please, your 1 minute starts now.
Yeah, thank you so much. Please, I just want us to know that over the years we have gotten it wrong. We got it wrong for not building a strong institution. Instead, we are building strong individuals. We get it wrong when we allow Goodluck Jonathan regime allow corruption to take over the government. At a point, we were fed up with the situation of the country. Then people were clamoring for Buhari. I see that was not enough. In 2015, Buhari entered power. But things were becoming so difficult and hard. We get it wrong in 2019 when we re-elected Buhari into power again. We are not asking questions. Now Atiku is coming, knowing fully why he make his money through public resources. We know Buhari, what is it called, Tinubu head right now. We can't afford to get it wrong again come 2023. Otherwise, it will be a different story entirely. We need to build strong institution. It's not the president alone that can fight this. You and I need to work together by electing a credible leader that will listen, that will be visible to you and I. That when you protest or when you ask questions, we'll be there to answer you. We can't afford to get it wrong again. Please get your PVC and vote the right person. In short, I'll
Thank
vote it
you.
out. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Siobala. Mr. Chooks Obi Boys, please.
Yeah, thank you for bringing me on it once again. I just want to use this opportunity to beg Nigerians, you know, to reflect on the happenings, especially those who kidnapped. They belong to families, and all these families, should make out time to say the truth. They should stop, hiding under religion or ethnicity. We all need freedom, and the freedom is not given; it's won. So I am inviting everybody, to think twice when voting. And the campaign has not yet started, but I want everybody to reach out, with their sufferings. Let us come together and discuss our sufferings and
Okay.
discuss how we can push forward. Because
Okay.
we thinking it cannot, as there's a popular say which is, the victims of today cannot be the victims of tomorrow. And the
All right.
victim of yesterday is not the victim of today. So let us bear that in mind, that this, they don't have a particular people they are looking for. So let us come together, chase this greedy man out of our way, and rebuild our nation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chooks. Mr. Two Ninja, please, you have just 1 minute. Thank you. Mr. Two Ninja.
Can you hear me? Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, thanks for letting me on. I know I came in very late, and it's very generous of you to give me 1 minute. So I would say that we need to. Everybody seems to be hitting on the one key point, that is the people. We need to realize that this is in our hands, and we also should be ready to do what is necessary. If you have to pay money to solve problems, we have to put money together to solve our problems. That is how problems are solved in any country. If you want power, you put money together, you get power. If you want security, you put money together, you get security. If our people need to be start asking themselves that question, how much, I've asked this question before, how much are you willing to pay every month to restore security in Nigeria so that you can be able to go out in the middle of the night and feel safe? How much are you willing to pay every month? Because we pay estate levies, we buy iron bars for our windows and doors, we pay ransoms. We have to ask ourselves this question because that's what it's going to need. Nobody is going to come and save us. Nobody is going to, no EU will pay for our security. They are not going to pay for our security. We have to do it for ourselves like other people are doing it. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Two Ninja, for that very brief and strong contribution right there. I want to say thank you all to everyone who joined me here today, Mr. Chuk, to be wise, Mr. Two Ninja, Mr. Collins, Amoyes Connor, Udoka Alozie, everyone. I'm really glad to have you guys here. My panelists, my people in the comment section, and to the amazing viewers watching me from all over the world. You guys are the best. You guys have a special place in my heart. Do not forget to like and share this broadcast. If you're yet to subscribe, please do so. And also, do not forget to join us 10 a.m. Nigerian time, Monday to Saturday, and 5 p.m. Nigerian time for our discussion Monday to Thursdays. Thank you all so much. God bless you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Do have an amazing night rest. Bye bye and cha cha. This is me saying peace out. Bye.